Hi, so what are the five love languages? Just think of a love language as equivalent to foreign languages. Can you imagine if you spoke Spanish to your child who only knew German? Major miscommunication would happen, right? So let me just describe the five love languages before we get into how to utilize the love language of your child and create a stronger bond. The first one is gifts of service. This is a type of child who loves when you help them with their homework, or you might be serving snacks when they're just in their room playing video games, doing homework, just chilling, and they just love feeling that you care about them by making the time to put some peanut butter on crackers and serve them, right? Or put chips in a bowl. My daughter loves when I maybe make dinner and serve it on a tray, give it to her, and it just feels like you're being pampered. Also, helping them clean their room. Can you imagine? Instead of nagging them to clean their room, you actually make it a joint project and you clean the room together. Second love language is physical touch. These are the types of kids who ask for hugs, or they like maybe holding your hand when you're going for a walk or you're going into the mall and you're just holding hands. So any type of touch, whether it is sometimes giving a high five, or if you have a little child, they love tickling, or they just want a piggyback ride, any type of touch would be physical touch as their primary love language. The third one is words of affirmation. This is a type of child who loves when you say, wow, you did such an amazing job. Or they might tell you, Mom, can you just listen to me, because they want to be heard, but also receive praise. So this is a type of child, if they did a great job on something and you say nothing, or you go, oh, nothing. They feel like they're not heard. They feel like they're not appreciated. And that all their hard work meant nothing, because they want to hear praise from their mom, dad, loved ones. They just thrive on compliments, right? And just knowing that what they did was appreciated through words. Now, the fourth one is receiving gifts. These are the type of kids who love getting little toys. As soon as they open up their McDonald's Happy Meal, they reach for the toy instead of the actual food, right? Or they might like the loose change that you give them. You ever went to the store and you get change and you might just have a quarter, a dime, and a nickel? If you give that to a child whose primary love language is gifts, those coins will be equivalent to receiving treasure. So when you do the assessment with your child, take it yourself and also give it to spouses, friends, coworkers. And when you discover their primary love language, that's the language that you'll use to communicate them with. Because if you don't, then you will not be receiving or, having that positive interaction and that bond. Normally when there's a conflict, it's because the person that you're communicating with is not feeling heard, is not feeling what they need. And so they'll either feel resentful, they'll either feel irritated, annoyed, because you're not giving what they need. The last love language is quality time. This child just wants to be around you. Maybe nap together. If you have a little child who needs to take a nap, lay next to them until they fall asleep. We have the Gibson Girls massage. So even if it's a 3-minute massage, a lotion massage, it could be lower back, which is my preference, shoulders, foot massage, any type of quality time. You're combining, right, the acts of service because you're giving the massage, but it's also just spending time. We used to do a favorite part of the day right before they go to sleep. And that is literally, right, just saying good night, but lengthening that time where you're not just saying good night, sweet dreams, but you're spending just a few minutes talking about the highlight of the day. Sometimes even talking about the low light, right? And maybe turning it into a blessing in disguise. But quality time for kids who really need it, if you give them words of affirmation or you give them positive praise, it's not going to make them feel as loved as actual time. Most kids who don't really want gifts just want time, which is so challenging if you're a mom working an 8-hour shift, coming home, having to do dinner and household chores. Sometimes you might not have energy to give time, but just know that even 3 minutes of your time is worth hours in your child's eyes. So to recap, 5 languages: either quality time, receiving gifts, gifts of service, physical touch, and lastly, words of affirmation. So keep a little index card, write down the 5 love languages, and during your day, whether you are interacting with your child, spouse, boyfriend, girlfriend, or even coworkers, learn the primary love language, and you will find that your relationships will just amazingly be more peaceful and less painful. Okay? Hope you learned something from that. Bye.